Oh boy, what a day it's been today. Oh man, just one of those days that just take all of your energy away. Hey there guys, I'm Commander Useless, and as always, you guys are the viewers. And tonight, we're gonna keep playing some SIGNALIS. Part 2. Chapter 1 still somehow. Hi Jojo, thanks for peeking in. Good to see ya. One moment, please. Hello, Axway. Nice to see you, buddy. Don't mind me, I was just checking something. I'm here now. So yeah, it's been a long day today. The morning especially was just a pile of stress. Ah, Jesus. Excuse me. I really don't have too much energy tonight. But don't worry. We're gonna at least get our usual 2 hours in. I promise you. Well, unless the game randomly ends, then no. Should be okay though. I'm sure everyone's like anxiously waiting for me to talk about my morning. It was rough. It wasn't bad per se, but it was rough. I opened the stream and first thing I hear is pile of stress. I'm like, how did you know? X-Way, subscribed. Tier 1. I've been subscribed now for 7 months. That's a long time. Thank you very much. Tell us. Yeah, I suppose I can tell you. I mean, it's not like it's super private or anything. But no, I woke up today a little too early as usual, and I thought, hey, I'll just make breakfast for everybody because I'm the first one awake. So while I'm making breakfast, our male cat comes in through the cat door in the front door, and I just, I don't look at him too hard. I just see, oh, he's in, hello. Then I get back to making breakfast. And then after a little while, my mom comes up, and she looks around and she's like, what is that? I'm like, what is what? And I look at the floor, and there's bloody paw prints everywhere. I'm like, oh, I didn't notice this somehow. And yeah, the male cat sitting at his like designated food spot, and he's eating, and yeah, he's bleeding from one of his paws and seemingly completely unfazed by it. So, I do what a respectable cat owner is supposed to do. I try to hold him carefully and carefully clean the paw, trying to see if I can see what's wrong with it. And it's bleeding pretty badly, so I'm applying a compress at this stage. And eventually it gets better. So I thought, I can take my breakfast and, eat it and look at the news and all that. And just a few minutes after I take my breakfast, someone's banging on my door. Like, oh my god, there's blood everywhere. I'm like, what? We dealt with it though. And I come downstairs, because my room's on the my room is upstairs. The cat's lying in front of the front door, literally in a pool of its own blood, hyperventilating and just looking at me. I'm like, oh shit. So that was absolutely fucking terrifying. And since no one was really doing anything, I picked up the poor guy and essentially covering myself in all of his blood as well. And I'm like, we gotta do something. You, call the vet. You, grab the first aid kit. So my whole morning was basically spent tending to that poor cat. Yeah, that was a bit of a hectic morning. and he was bleeding really bad, like really bad. We got him to the vet. He's safe. I should have started with that, but he's safe. He's fine. He's home. We took him to the vet. We got an emergency time slot, and what had happened apparently was that his paw was punctured all the way through, straight through. And it had nicked a blood vessel, which is why he was bleeding so profusely. Yeah, it was a really hectic morning because, you know, my parents are quite old, and my mother is extremely hysterical when there's stress. So I was sitting there like with my usual chronic anxiety, essentially having a constant panic attack, but trying to stay calm and order everyone around what they should be doing. Yeah, and I was sweating like an absolute pig. It was a very exhausting morning. But the important part is that the cat is safe. He's home. He's really apathetic now because he's like super drugged. They drugged him, then they put him to sleep, then they drugged him again when he woke up. So yeah, he's a mess. All he's doing is really just drooling. He's like a vegetable right now. But yeah. So that was my morning, and most of the day has gone to taking care of Kato. He's doing okay. He's just very, weird. He'll be fine, though. He'll be fine. We're taking him back in a couple of days so they can look at his wound, see how it went. Of course, the little bastard decided to, like, shake his paw super fast, like it's a frippin', like, vibrator or something. And he just threw his bandage off. Just swoop! It just flew into the wall. I'm like, hey, you can't do that. So we had to apply an emergency bandage because we could not put on the old bandage. There's no way. I don't even know how we got it loose. It was so tight. Well, yeah. Little bastard. It's alright though. But like I said, it was a very stressful day. Not only having to deal with a wounded and then drugged cat who can't even stand up straight or sit up straight. He was really, really groggy. I had to deal with a very hysterical mother, and that's about it. Didn't exactly go as planned, and then I had to spend about an hour going around both the bottom and top floors of the building, cleaning up all the blood. That was fun. Read, it was not fun. So yeah. Cats are great, absolutely, but man, they're little assholes sometimes. Needless to say, with my limited energy and my anxiety issues, I've been extremely exhausted. I still am pretty damn tired. But you know what? I didn't stream yesterday, so I'm gonna stream today. And hopefully tomorrow. And on Friday. Anyways, how are you guys? I've been looking forward to this tonight, though. In fact, I said, like, alright, I'll take care of the cat the entire day, just so I can have the evening for myself and stream. And they accepted that, so there you go. It's good to see you guys. Good evening, blah blah, by the way. I know the music stopped, but kind of appropriate since I decided to talk anyway. So, yeah. I guess it's been about 10 minutes. I mean, we're missing 30 seconds, but who's counting? So let us boot up the game. Excuse me. Hopefully it saved my settings this time. That would be nice. Ah, flashbang! Take that! Get destroyed! Why are you full screen? I took an unfortunate nap yesterday evening. I didn't get to sleep last night. Today ended up sleeping all day. Yeah, I hate when that happens. Sleeping all day is no fun. Steam has been put in offline mode. It's just talked about the controller. Why are you playing in the wrong resolution? Why can't you ever remember my resolution? I mean, really. Oh, you're supposed to be window mode in 1600. Oh, God. Why don't you remember this? There. I need to play it this way so I can see the chat while I play with you guys, because, you know, one monitor life. Okay. Let's continue. I don't even really remember what happened last time. I think we fought a boss. How do you play this game again? Okay, I think I got it. Right, so we haven't explored very much. There's the locker on the left, fuse box on the left as well. And we can go to the right, I think. Oh yeah! We got pushed down an elevator shaft, and there's a whole bunch of dead bodies down here that all look like me. I remember. I guess we're going this way. Let me know if the audio is too quiet. And a Lily's Well flashback, yeah, exactly. Man, Lily's Well was a good game. The elevator's out of order. Yeah, nah, I can tell. It still looks like a lot of dead me's, doesn't it? Indeed it is, indeed it is. Wait, what? Owl key. Now we're going through animals? Nice, bullets. How's my inventory looking anyway? Okay, we got some free slots. The chat reconnected me. That was weird. More of this. Haven't found that gun yet. I wonder if I was supposed to and I just didn't. Angry note. I'm officially sick of the Yules next door. They've been listening to that stupid song non-stop since the piano room was locked down. Why is there a piano room? If I have to hear one more time, I'm going over there and smashing that stupid tape recorder to pieces. I wonder if there's a way we can borrow a key so we can get into their dorm and put an end to this madness. I don't care about breaking quarantine if it means never having to hear that song again. Yikes. I wonder if it was the Hercule Satan theme song. Eye of the Lion, I think it was called in that game. Security Technician Controller Replica Storch. Let's see. If you say so. Bathroom. Enemies. Star. Star. Security Technician Guard Replica Starling. Generation 4 low-cost combat unit. Biomechanical with polyethylene shell and bullet-resistant armor plating. Ooh, it's also pretty dang tall. The standard model of the Protector Security Technicians, fitted with extended legs, Star units gracefully tower over most gestalts. Despite their heavy armor, they can move swiftly with their long stride. Their cool and detached demeanor allows them to analyze situations with objectivity and deploy force as required. Trained in close combat and riot control techniques, they operate best in small squads led by an officer Star unit equipped with a ballistic shield. Are you hinting that I'm... Yep, there, there they are. There's something down there, though. Of course, there's also a patrolling enemy. Yeah, nah. What do we have here? Memorandum, lighting malfunctions. Due to a recent incident involving a certain starling that shall remain unnamed, I've adjusted all doors to require visible light to open. This should hopefully stop any more non-service cater? I'm not sure how you pronounce that. Cater. Personnel from endangering themselves by stumbling into dark rooms until we can take care of the lighting issues. If you've been assigned an illumination failure repair task, remember to equip a flashlight module so the door sensors will let you in. Ask Adler ahead of time if you need one. He's usually in his quarters on the 8th floor these days. A lot of repair patches around here. Hello. Great. Oh wow, I got that one all the way back there. Cool. I wasn't expecting that. Yeah, this looks safe. Oh yeah, Aurora again. What happened down here? I see you there. Ow, ow. You can't hurt me. You can't hurt me like that by spawning. That's bullshit. Yeah. God dang it. Oh man, my inventory is full. That's not great. I hope there's a way to put this stuff away soon. I'm afraid the commander won't receive any visitors at the moment. But perhaps I can be of assistance instead. Who are you? I am the administrator of this facility. Please, there's no need to be afraid. I'm just here to push you down an elevator shaft to help. Stab him! Stab him! Stab him! Erika, none of us are here by choice. I can't get back up, so that might have been a bad idea. Maybe now I can get back up. The hell am I? Star Dorm. I'll see some healing back there. Really need that. What the? Locked. It's an elevator? Shutter gate. Okay. Cable. And yeah. Try the left door. Didn't realize there was a door here, to be honest with you. Good. Nope. Eh. Have all of my nope. Wrong place. How am I doing on shells? Wow, I had plenty. Alright. Hey there. Ow. The controls are really weird sometimes because I aim somewhere. But then the, whoa, hey. But then the left stick going back to the center position will make her turn around if I let go too fast. It's very annoying. Okay. Kinda. Jeez. Don't want to fight one that has a riot shield. This seems like a bad idea. Security technician, guard, replica star. Oh, whoa, I didn't even see you there. Nothing interesting here. Well, I mean, that door is definitely locked. Really don't want to deal with you. Guess I don't have a choice. What the? 182. One for one. Weird. What is that? Just a keyhole in the paint. What? Huh. Alright then. Bland painting. Nice. Don't mind me, lady. In. Ah, okay. Nice. I think I want to go up, right? Yeah. Yeah. This looks familiar. Okay, right. There's a door over there I haven't tried yet, over by the repair bay, and a couple down there. So let's take a look at those. That's a pretty cool room. It was kind of weird. Interesting puzzle. Jeez. Shit. Oh god, hello. Don't want anything. Okay. We'll try the top and left doors. Don't get up. What key? Workshop. Man. Alright. I'll head back. And go back upstairs. If I can make it through this room. Let's cash roll and go. Go up another floor. Maybe we should go down another floor, actually. Go down to floor 8. Rot front. Hope for the future. Rot front. Great. Nice poster. Damn. Wait, so what am I missing? That was a dark room, I think. I haven't seen a key anywhere. This is strange. Yeah, this is one of the dark rooms, I think. Well, I guess we'll explore a bit more thoroughly. We'll start from the floor where I dropped down first. Got the fuse box here. I need a fuse. I don't have a fuse. This is a save spot, we might as well do that. Might as well dump the ammo I can't use. Let's put away the shotgun for now. Should take 2 of these. Oops. My bad. Okay. Let's explore each room more thoroughly. Because I know there were some I kind of ignored because there were just enemies in them. Okay, we've been through all these rooms already. But there were some rooms with enemies that I didn't look through thoroughly because I was like, yeah, it's only ammo or health or whoa. But yeah. Like this room over here. There's an enemy in this room. I'm not sure if they're guarding anything right there. Bullets. Locker? Nope. Anything else? Nope. Don't get up. Thank you. So the dining room might be where I missed some things. It's possible. I see something else on the table there. Alright then. Thought I saw something else on the table. Is that a fuse? So it is. High voltage fuse. Your order for this replacement part has been approved and was processed by S23 management. Please find enclosed the requested part for installation. Bulk has specifically requested that the repair of the looping lift system be prioritized over other repairs. Please replace the fuse as soon as possible. It is a huge hassle for everyone to get around without it. Hello, PKCJ. Oh no, your streak. Thank you so much for subscribing for 11 months, man. That's a lot. I really, really appreciate it. It's also good to see you. Haven't seen you in a while. How's it going? A button. Alright, so I think we head back up to and put in that fuse. Maybe that'll get the lights going. Tired. Yeah, me too. It's been a long day. Up we go. Here goes the top floor, right? Go. Sorry if you can hear my neighbor's dogs being crazy. It looks good to me. Oh, wait. Okay, yeah, I see. It looks good to me, he says. So will this do what I think it does? Yeah, pretty much. Are these puzzles? A little high. Pretty close though. Math. These subtract all of them? Yeah. So these round ones add. And the blue ones subtract. And these ones multiply. So we want to try and get this to 800 volts and this to 230 volts. Interesting. Huh. It's a flat amount. Wait. It doesn't multiply the flat amount. Interesting. That shouldn't be too bad then. And nice to get my emotes back. Yeah, they're great. They're always great. Can't possibly be that one. Could be this one. That's a bit high. I like this one, I think. I should do it. Huh. Huh. I guess I'm okay at puzzles, huh? You know. Not sure what that accomplished. Well, it is an engine room. Maybe the lights are on now. That's a dark room, the repair bay. The lift. Oh, yeah. The lift is working now, of course. Okay. Let's get our asses down there. It's an interesting game, because it's like a... kind of a science fiction survival horror game. I quite like it so far. Get up, don't get up, don't get up, thank you. Go. Shit. What's the point of using that lift? Actually. Maybe I was supposed to take it down. Yeah, okay, I can keep going between the floors. But... okay. Keep going down. What the... what? Huh? Hey, hello? Huh? That was pretty weird. Oh wait, there's an enemy. Yes. Why is it all bloody? I don't trust this room. Falc. Operational Command Control Unit Replica Falcon. Generation 6 High-Tech Bioresonance Command Unit. Biomechanical with polyethylene shell and bullet-resistant armor plating. 250... whoa, you're tall. Classified information, commander eyes only. Well, that's fine, I'm the commander. The Protector, Führungskommandos commander, the head of each IM facility's protector force, is a powerful prototype bioresonant Falc unit. An authority that may never be questioned, the Falc unit serves not just as a commander to the protectors, but as a nearly godlike being, a perception that is underlined by her tall build and resemblance to our nation's leaders, the Great Revolutionary and her daughter. It is also aided by her powerful prototype bioresonance module, which not only allows her to bend the will of weaker minds and fathom their intentions and emotions, but also grants her the ability to manipulate objects from a distance. Wow, so... she is in fact a god. Bye. Oh. Don't mind me, lady. What you doing? What are you holding? A heavy box fashioned to look like an owl. There are small holes at the top looking like a speaker or a microphone. Probably need a certain radio signal. I don't know how much longer I can go on. I do not want to live anymore as what I have become. The red eye beyond the gate showed me, no, touched me, poisoned me. It feels like my mind has been contaminated, defiled by another person's memory. I'm no longer fully myself anymore, but I've not fully become someone else either. I'm stuck here, between her and me, with half-formed dreams and recollections penetrating my brain and tainting my every action. Who is she? Who is that white-haired girl? Why do I long to see her again? Why would she curse me like this? Hey, aren't we looking for... No, we're not looking for a white-haired girl. But we have seen very brief, like, flashes of her. Weird. You guys still here? Nope. Good to know. Is there anything else in here? There's that. Replica Known Issues, Part 3. I don't even have Part 1. Classified information, Commander Eyes only. Previous experience with these replica models have given us insight to irregularities in their behavior that stem from the original neural patterns used for these units. Due to the sensitive nature of this information, this document should be destroyed after reading. Well, that didn't happen. MNHR. This neural pattern is extremely stable. Little has to be done to keep Minus happy. They get along well with most other models, thanks to their sometimes submissive, sometimes motherly personality. Unlike other models, diary keeping is not mandatory for this persona stabilization. Small stuffed animals may be given as fetish objects, though those resembling cats should be avoided as they might cause resurfacing gestalt memories. What the hell? Adler units, hey! Work best when left alone. They do not mix well with their own type. They will usually become very emotionally dependent on their commander. Adlers are very susceptible to bioresonance suggestion, making them fairly easy to control. However, they become bored very easily and may need a new fetish object at regular intervals for stabilization. Weird. Very weird. Well, we got that crank thing, but let's explore this a little bit further. What the hell? Rotfront, the ice moon circling the largest gas giant. Still in the process of climaforming. I guess that's where we are. Heimat, home of the new nation's government. I heard the view of gas giants' rings in the sky is beautiful there. Ling, S-23 Sierpinski is here. Oh, wait, that's where I am. Rotfront is, I think, where we crash-landed earlier. An orrery showing a rotating view of the current relative positions of the inhabited worlds of the solar system. Buyan. Home to the Imperial Palace, floating above poisonous clouds, of course. Mineta, the ocean world ravaged by war. When I close my eyes, I can hear the sound of the sea. Kitez, the Red Desert. The Imperial fleet only hold it for so long before we liberated. Huh. Interesting. What was that? Library. Nope. Nope. Right, looks like I'm going up. Hummingbird key. Yeah, weird keys all of a sudden, game. Jesus. Damn. All this is bad. I have an idea, though. That they're close to each other. Hey, you didn't work as intended. Damn, used a lot of bullets. I'm still doing okay, though. Oh, shiny. Ah. I kinda need that. Damn it. Damn it. Alright, wait. It's a note. Adler, Generation 5 High Command Specialist. Biomechanical with polyethylene shell and titanium skeleton. An can't read tonight. I have some water. An integral part of every Protector Führungskommando is the Administrator Unit. A single Adler unit can manage and oversee all administrative tasks for an entire facility, freeing other operational command units to focus on the direct control of Protector units. The Adler is designed to work as a direct counterpart to the Falk unit, serving her as her adjutant by taking care of the necessary paperwork and calculations. Cool. We'll be back. I don't trust this floor. Right. Well, I need that flashlight module, and I don't really want to run all the way back. Let's see if we can just take a shortcut, eh? Let's see. Drop off some stuff. Right. Let's go get that shotgun ammo, as well as the flashlight module. We'll be good to go. Interesting that there is only one safe room in this section. Yeah. At least they offer you a shortcut back to it, which is quite nice. Got the shotgun shells. Got the flashlight module. Of course, then it gets dark immediately. Nice. Also illuminates, like, around me. That's quite handy. The star room down there, or store, I should say, is dark. Let's go check that out. A lot of you assholes down here. Ow. Alright, was this worth it? Storch, Generation 5 Combat Lee unit. Biomechanical with polyethylene shell and bullet-resistant armor plating. Each cadre of Protector security technicians is overseen by a controller unit, the most common of which is the STCR Stork type. One of the tallest replica models, thanks to their extended legs, storks figuratively and literally keep a constant bird's eye view of any situation, ready to direct and coordinate their assigned security technicians. Their tough, no-nonsense demeanor, though sometimes described as brutal and even cruel, makes them the perfect fit as unwavering sentinels of order. Is that it? That's... There we go. Great. Game. Game. Well. Wonderful. Interesting that door is not even on my map. A loot room, and I can't loot anything. It's kind of sad. Let's see here. This room's dark as well. It wasn't dark before, I'm pretty sure. Huh. Maybe it was. Whoa, 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 whoa. Man! Vineta, Cradle of Humanity. You're an enemy. Oh, for fuck's sake. So many keys. Oh my god, alright. I see how it is. Phew. Wait a minute. Where was I supposed to use that? Not here. But I can't go into this room now. With the flashlight. Whoa, 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 whoa. Can't grab that. Yes. No. Where am I missing that gun? Oh, I think I found it. Oh, Jesus Christ. This looks like a scoreboard. Well, that's just great. Nope, not interested. Okay, yeah. This is gonna be a bit confusing, I think. Now, what I might do is go with a loaded shotgun and nothing else. Well, and a flashlight. Technically, I don't have to fight any of those things. So, let's... Yeah, fuck it. Let's just start by grabbing everything. We'll just bring the flashlight. We'll go unarmed. This is probably a terrible idea. That's why we save, though. Let's go grab all the things. And you got back up already. Why so quickly? That's not nice. Secure storage box for pistol-sized firearms with a small padlock. Of course it's locked. This is probably where we use the hunter key. Might as well take the tape. Not sure what I'm gonna combine it with. There's 3 inventory slots down already. Well, 4 technically. Now. What are you doing? Right. Nope. Island key. Hunter's key. Yep, padlock key. Nice. Short barrel, double action, 6-shot revolver. Cool. Weapon get. I should probably not use this though. Although I do want to try a single shot. Just to see how it performs. Am I full now? Oh, goddamn. Right. There's the shutter gate. At this point, I might as well. Let's try it out. Blow your head off. Nice. I like it. Probably save it for some bosses though, to be honest. All right. Time to unload and go grab some more stuff. Might as well heal up though. Oops. Well, so far so good. Actually, I should take the... crank thing with me. I assume it's not broken or anything. That should be fine. Yeah, over there. Okay. Hello. Wrong door. Pardon me, lady. You guys gonna get back up? Yeah, save room. What do you know? There's the owl key. Yule. Generation 4 low boost general purpose. Biomechanical with polyethylene shell. Of course, no armor for me. Euler units are the backbone of the Yushan nation's workforce. These elegant multi-purpose worker units are suited for all kinds of domestic tasks like cleaning, cooking, and simple medical and office work. Yules are highly social and get along well with each other, as well as most other replica models. While unfit for combat, their lightweight frame makes them a prime choice for distant facilities where supplies are limited. Except this Yule unit, I guess. Oh yeah, that's right, I'm a Lester. You're right. Or something like that. A Lester something. Well, we do need the owl key. I think I'm comfortable enough to grab my pistol with me again. Oops. Nope, bye. Alright. You can go up and use the owl key, I suppose. There's also the bland painting. We could try using the land key on it. That's pretty close. Let's try that. Hello. Am I full? No, not yet. Hi. You can't fight me? Oh, okay, fine. Maybe once. Hard to avoid them. Yeah, there. Oh, workshop key. Man, a locked place I needed a key for to get another key. How perverse. Where was the workshop anyway? There it is. B6. Oops. Ugh, I go all the way around. It'd be better if I took the other elevator, actually. Hi there. Here's what I could do. I think if I go all the way to the bottom, I'll have better access to that lift. Maybe. Well, not really, but it'll do. Hello, friends. There we are. What do we have here? Replica Known Issues Part 2. I need to take a drink before I read this. Previous experience with these replica models has given us insight into irregularities in their behavior that stem from the original neural patterns used for these units. Due to the sensitive nature of this information, this document should be destroyed after reading. Star. Deep breath. Despite their normally laid-back demeanor, stars have a strong internal hierarchy, which is important to take into consideration when promoting units to officers. Not promoting a respected unit or promoting a unit low in status can lead to friction within dorms. Stars will occasionally develop in-group rules involving physical punishments. Weird. It is recommended to allow some officers to own military weapons as fetish objects to stabilize their persona. Weird. Wonder how these work. Like, are there actual human souls in these, or why? I don't know. Storage units initially have a short temper. Training them in patience early after deployment is key, as their neural patterns is less stable than other models. Failing to do so may yield an extremely volatile personality prone to cruelty and violence. A common strategy is pairing them closely with an older star unit. Storch's persona stabilizes by showering or bathing. Huh? Weird. Books in history and mythology work well as fetish objects. Not yet. Yes. Is it a radio? A small radio broadcasting unit is set up to broadcast the tape deck's input signal on frequency 142. 42, eh? An audio tape deck unit is wired up to the broadcasting unit. If I had an audio cassette, I could probably have its content broadcast on a radio. I see. Record. Yeah. Right. Get a lot of bullets for the revolver, considering I'm only getting like 3 and 4 pistol bullets too, right? So maybe I should have it replace my other gun. Is that all that's in here? I guess we'll go use the eagle key then. Which floor was that on? Oops. Oh, it's this floor, I think. Okay. I'm getting back up. Too bad. How many times have I been through this dang room now? Oh, you're going in a bad spot. I made it though. Just. What's in here? Yeah, I don't trust this room at all. Broken music cassette. Portable audio tape player with a knife embedded in the speaker. Tall mirror. Disposable stun prod. Is that it? It's broken, so do I have to tape this together? Am I gonna use adhesive tape to fix that? Because that's really silly. Alright. Let's go use some adhesive tape. It's the thing that Angry Note was about, yeah. They really did stab the thing. That's pretty neat. Please don't tell me I'm gonna adhesive tape this, that's so silly. Ah, jeez. Fixed, I guess. Well, we're slowly putting this whole floor together. Well, these floors, I should say. And you know what? I have a bad feeling. I have a lot of bullets though, but I have a bad feeling. Whoops, didn't mean to put that away. Let's bring some superior firepower. Just to feel safe. Oh, I should also heal up. Sorry. Yeah, you're right, non-possumus. But it's still silly to me. I'll use these. All right. I would have used tape in this timeline. Why not? That's right. I'm like a repair bot, aren't I? Like the repair bot, repair replica that was teamed up with a pilot because that was a good duo or whatever. I think that's what they said. All right. Here we go again. I do like the mix though. I think this might be like a different kind of universe rather than a timeline. Which is pretty cool. Tape is the only wholly constant and unknown universe, and I assume even beyond. You're probably right, Axway. And now let's play it. So are we gonna lure out the person who hated this music? Is that what we're doing? Because I'm not sure what out of purpose this serves. What the? How did you spot me? Playing your music. I'm just not sure what the point of this is. Oh, maybe it'll wake them up. That's kind of a stretch, but we can try it. Actually, there might be a better way to get there. You guys are gonna get back up. No? Eagle key, right. Well, I guess I might as well run over there. Not that far. Later, nerd. The music stopped. Am I too late? Oh, starting up again. It's looping, okay. Alright, let's see if this has any effect. Hey. Like the music? Ah, yeah, it did have a speaker, didn't it? Nice. Don't wake up, okay? Bye. Alright, let's turn this stupid music off. Right. So now, can try the Adler room again. I think that's where the hummingbird key was. What's up, loser? Did you call me a loser? Get back here. No, this was the eagle key, wasn't it? Damn, where was the hummingbird key again? Maybe it was that one. Blap. Oh, okay. Nice. That's my inventory looking. There's the eagle key. Colibri's note. Keep an eye on Adler. He's hiding something from us. There was nothing in his diary, but when I probed his mind, there were memories of a Lester unit working at Sierpinski. Is that me? There's no record of that model of replica ever being deployed here. An order for a single unit for some survey work in the mine was briefly considered, but no new orders were made due to the commander's sickness. Oh, did I just do... Damn. Well, it's not too bad. Kinda surprised I didn't get attacked just now. Replica overview. Colibri. Commander Control Unit Bioresonance Technology Replica Hummingbird. Generation 6 High-Tech Bioresonance Specialist. Biomechanical with polyethylene shell and bullet-resistant armor plating. A marvel of modern technology, the Colibri is the most capable bioresonance unit ever produced. Every Protector Führungskommando Falk unit is aided by a cater of Kalber? Colibri? Colibri unit adjutants, which can amplify her bioresonance signals as well as produce their own. Despite their diminutive build, Colibris are one of the most effective protector units, able to directly influence the minds of replicas and gestalts, extract information non-verbally, and communicate among themselves instantly in the full bandwidth of the senses. The Colibri's bioresonance is the closest recreation of a true hive mind. That's a bit terrifying, actually. 100. $99. $65. Man, my body is going weird. Do I have to shoot them? $95. Yeah, I have to stabilize myself this way. Weird. Very weird. Damn. So much stuff. Damn. Well, I guess we'll be back. You know the drill by now. Alright. Don't wake up. You. A lot of back and forth in this part of the game. Sorry about that. The limited inventory space is kind of silly. I feel like it only exists to make this more, like, tedious. Other than that, I think the game's great. Put those away, put that away. I'll need that soon. Put these away. Grab my handgun. Grab my bullets. This will save. So yeah, I'm sorry about the repetition. That's just the nature of this inventory system. but I apologize anyway. Alright. Do I care about that? Not really. See if they have no pockets to put stuff in, yeah. What was this? Right. Looks like there were more. Oh! I couldn't pick all of it up. I have too many bullets. Huh. Interesting. What's this key for? That key is tubular. Rock on, dude. Cowabunga. Alright, let's go use that eagle key, shall we? Not sure what to expect in here. Find out, I guess. Probably a million more things to loot. Huh? Ah. I wonder if something's missing. Not sure. Hey, it's Lester. Or Elster. Land Survey Ship Technician Replica Magpie. Generation 5 Cosmo Pioneer Specialist. Biomechanical with carbon fiber reinforced polyethylene shell and titanium skeleton. That's me. A versatile combat engineer unit primarily designed for orbital service. These tough and stoic loners are best suited as specialist sappers and scouts. Their technical knowledge and combat capabilities make these units true survivalists, especially when their iconic white and blue heavy combat configuration, which sports bullet-resistant armor plating on their chest and forearms. I didn't read that right. Which sports bullet-resistant armor plating on their chest and forearms. Since the original neural pattern for this unit was lost with the destruction of the central neural archive on the Vineta, new Elster units have been produced based on a decommissioned unit from the Penrose program. Is that me? Adler's Diary, 7 pages. This is gonna take a while. I have been fascinated by a peculiar piece of furniture I discovered in storage. A strange box with a removable dial in front that was confiscated from a worker some time ago. I was instantly drawn to it, though I'm not sure why. When I put my ear on the mechanism, I can hear it faintly clicking, like a clock. Without Colibre's help, it has become much harder to coordinate the logistics cater. If there's anything good to say about that woman, it is how she knows how to make others respect her orders, despite her minuscule stature. I went to see her today, but her room is still locked. I had a dream tonight. Another memory of my gestalt life, I believe. I was wearing my uniform. There was a young woman, her hair white as snow. Yeah, this guy's been remembering her too, randomly. I wonder if that has anything to do with the infection. Like a virus. And I was conducting some sort of test. I had a deck of cards with astronomical symbols on them, and asked her to guess the planet on the card I was holding. I was playing with that mechanical lockbox again, of which I'm now sure is some kind of astronomical calendar. When I suddenly remembered a conversation I had with another replica when I was inspecting the mining site. However, it was clearly a model I have never seen before, some type of engineer with an orange chest piece. In my memory, she was just another member of our staff, but no such replica was ever stationed on Sierpinski. Replica memory is not the most reliable, they say, but never before have I experienced such a strange phenomenon. The little enigma of that box could only distract me from the chaos around me for so long. All the box contained was a small notebook, of which all pages turn out to be blank. It has been miserable since our beloved commander has fallen ill. I long for her stern guidance. Oh yeah, because they said the Adler units get emotionally attached to the commander units. That overwhelming authority in which she bathes a room. More sick, making my work even harder. How are we meant to shoulder this workload with no reinforcements? My only consolation is that our protector staff decreases, so does the workforce we oversee. While more and more replica end up in the hospital wing, Gestalt workers seem to succumb much too fast for any attempts at treatment. Another diary filled, for no benefit but my own satisfaction. I've not ordered a new one yet, since I spent my saved ration marks on that marvelous-looking fountain pen. I guess I'll make use of that notebook. I started writing in the empty notebook that was in there. Now, I'm not sure how we deal with this. I have an idea, but I don't remember seeing anything special there. Yeah, down there in the star map. I'll go check that out. Whoa, hello. There's definitely something here. There must be something to this, right? I looked at all these. This one has like a symbol there. Not sure if that has a purpose or not. Definitely supposed to do something with this. Or what? Hum. I have that key. That key must lead to something. Ah, there's a small safe there. Okay. B1. Wait, how do I get back up to B1? Can I even get back up to B1? Shit. Pretty sure I can't. Oh, whoops. I still don't have anything for the library door here. Things were coming together. Now I'm stuck again. For post box. Is there a number in that thing? 0512. Opens post box number 0512. Where am I gonna find a post box? Do I have a room like that somewhere? Oops. That's a piano room. Not seeing like a post office or anything. I can't get up that far. Damn. Well, crap. So close, yet so far. What am I missing? I mean, there must be something I do with the star map, but I don't seem to have the right item to deal with it. I don't see anything else to look at either. Uh, there's something there, though. I can't interact with it. Maybe I'm barking up the wrong tree. Yeah, I looked at all of these. Guess I don't have what I need. Look at it when it's dark. It really seems to change anything. I'm not sure. I'm at a bit of a loss, actually. Hey there. Why is this called the piano room? I don't see a piano. Yeah. I'm sorry. I get kind of frustrated when I get stuck like this because I'm not sure what I'm missing. Clearly that key must be for something on this floor. But it looks like I've been through every door. And I don't see anywhere a key would be useful. Actually, I guess there's a piano under the sheets here. Oops. That's the weird part. Very weird. Yeah, they spot you really fast if you have the lights on. Oops. Didn't actually mean to go in there. Did I loot everything in here? Not quite. Not sure if it matters. Damn. He's winning. Huh. Let me see how little that was worth it. Yeah, I read about the storage. Might as well take the repair spray plus. Door I can't open. Did I miss anything up here? The answer is yes. 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 But mostly just random crap. Not really anything useful. Well, I mean, it is useful. Might as well pop one of these. Hum. Even their blood is kind of glitchy. Is there gonna be another one of these rooms that have a door that you can't normally see on the map? But it's like actually there? I get the feeling that is what it's gonna be. Miss anything in here? Check everything. Notes, notes, notes. Repair. Here. Bullets. Gonna pick up one. Huh, that enemy didn't pop in this time. Weird. Anyone got any good ideas? I'll take bad ideas too. Otherwise, I'm just gonna go check every room once more. It tends to happen. It was a weird room. Painting feels very familiar, apparently. Try that room, I guess. I think that one was empty. Really don't want you to get back up. What did I say? I'm at a loss. I'm sorry. I can't seem to figure out what I'm missing. Oh god, they're both back up. This isn't gonna be worth it, is it? Yeah, not at all. I got the fuse from like way earlier. Damn. All my inventory slots are full. Hey there. There's that hole down. Yeah, I can't really see anything. Is it a boat? It looks kind of like a boat. That is the only key I have left, indeed. Use that to get down again, but I don't really need to do that. Thing's still playing. Yeah, I'm lost. I'm not lost as in I don't know where I am. I'm lost as in I don't know where I should be going. Wasn't there something about doors that only open with the flashlights on? Adjusted all doors require visible light to open. Okay. Hurts. Oh, well. Is there anything else I could do in the shooting range? They're not hiding something in there, are they? That wouldn't be that rude. Cool. Finding a lot of these things, auto injectors. Don't really want them. Just kind of there. Let's waste ammo. There we go. Hit them all. I could pass you without getting hit. Not worth the bullets I'm spending, but I have more weapons, so it's okay. Of course, there's a repair patch there. Man! Oh shit. I wasn't expecting that. Nothing over there. Star. Yeah, nothing. Shit. Man, so many repair patches everywhere. Don't really need them. Wait. Buttons highlight like really briefly. Weird. Can I actually change floors? Can I get out of here? Doesn't look like it. Oh, I can call the elevator down. Will you open for me now, door? No. What post boxes? Hello, Giddy. Need this thing? Oh, well, I can't interact with them, so. So I'm gonna guess no. I'm stuck. I have a key and I don't know where to use it. I've been everywhere. I just went through every floor and every door I've been through. It's very confusing. I still have this thing, but... Does this thing fit into that? Does the Plate of Eternity go into that weird lock? I mean, I guess it might. That would be weird. Nothing new, I guess. Well, might as well try it. Which floor was that on again? Bottom floor, of course. I feel like bringing a stone with me. Whoa. Down a protector in one shot. Pretty good gun. I forget what I was saying, but it's not really the right shape, or is it? It does have that star. No. Hmm. See, this star, I believe, is the hint, right? And we saw that same star in that star room, but I can't do anything with it. Suppose I could bring it to the star map since it does have a star on it. I mean, it's as good a chance as any, right? Is this the room? I mean, the table's hexagonal. Maybe I should have thought about it. No, I can't use it here. Hey. Yeah, I have no idea. I have no idea. Hi, Matt. I am at a loss. This is something in this room. Is that a door down there? Can't really explore this room too thoroughly, but there doesn't look like there's anything here. Yeah. I got attacked in this room, but... And there's you, and I don't think there's anything I left in here. Oh, no doors in here. Can't interact with the computer. I got the thing out of this already. I don't know. It's very confusing, this. I really don't know. Well, it's been a while, but I guess it's time for that guide break where I look things up on a guide because I have no idea. Sorry. Don't understand what I'm missing. Okay, searching for Adler doesn't actually give me anything. Hey. Water puzzle we did, the key, the blank key we had to fix. Yep. Just the fuse puzzle. Yep. 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 Done all that. Yep. Got the revolver. I think we're about halfway through the game, it looks like. Yep. Get the hummingbird key. Yep. Got the key to the mailbox. Okay, so there's mailboxes on the 6th floor, apparently. Supposedly. We'll start with that and see if that helps. I don't really want to be attacked here, but I don't have a choice. Could it be on that side, maybe? Never did really go down here again. Nope. Anyway, supposedly... Oh, are these the ones? These might be the ones. Hey. I thought it was just a prop. Alright, now we can go to the library. Well, shows what I know. Library's down... Oops. Library's down on the bottom floor? Yep, okay. I think I'm pretty hurt. Yeah. Oh, I'll be fine. It's not really where I wanted to go. Hi. Oh, come on. That was an instant hit. That's not fair. Is there a save room here anywhere? Not that way. Oh, whatever. Hello, Jojo. Welcome back. Someone's alive in here. Mina. Nuclear tech. High security replica Mina. Generation 3 industrial specialist. Biomechanical with high security reinforced armor plated servo shell. Very tall. When it comes to dangerous cargo, heavy machinery, and hazardous environments, no other model rivals the Monster Hunter units. Sorry, the, what are they called? Mina? Oh yeah, because they're miners. Mina. The Mina units and their high security power armor bodies, even in lethal radiation, under crushing pressure and in zero-G, they keep their calm demeanor and show exemplary teamwork. Despite their hulking bodies, underneath their face shields, a standard Generation 3 cranial construction can be found, making maintenance and social interfacing as easy as with any other replica model. Please note that the Monster Hunter neural pattern is not suited for combat use. What? For combat applications, the Sapper variant should be used, which employs a combat-capable persona, the same frame. Oh, Schnepper. Okay. For more information, see Schwer Antipanzer Replika Schnepper. Right. Alignment error, use manual controls. I'm not sure what I'm aligning. Oh, it's one of these puzzles. How interesting. Don't understand why. Yes? Is that good? Where am I trying to align it? I don't know. More information is required, I think. Nice. I could actually really use that right now. Known issues part 4. Previous experience with replica model. This replica model has given us insight into irregularities in their behavior that stem from the original neural pattern used for this unit. Due to the sensitive nature of this information, this document should be destroyed. Yep. The colibris. Great care should be given to the colibris. Their neural patterns are very unstable, and their bioresonance module makes them very susceptible to influence from others. Like most bioresonant individuals, colibris will often subconsciously create an emotional feedback loop, imitating and then broadcasting these emotions of those around them. Oh, the emotion of those around them. Acting as a sort of amplifier. While they are trained to recognize and disengage this behavior, already unstable units can sometimes spiral into persona degradation. Due to their bioresonant connection, neural patterns development in colibris varies less than in other models. The constant exchange of memories and emotions between units of a cater acts as a safety net that buffers extreme changes. However, once a majority of units in a cater degrade, they will drag remaining units down with them. Ah, crab people! Because of this, it is important to decommission colibri units instantly when they begin to degrade. For persona stabilization, colibri should have access to a well-stocked library. Very strange. Okay. Hey. Who are you? You're not one of our staff. You're right. The others, they've changed. We no longer sing in unison. Oh yeah, you're like part of a hive mind, aren't you? I used to be able to see into their minds. We were as one. Together, we guided them all. But now, I can't understand their thoughts anymore. I've never been so alone before. We're still together, and I am here, outside. They won't let me in. I cannot stand their song anymore. This is the only place where I don't have to hear them. This is the only place I'm safe. Can't go on like this. I wish I had become like the others too. At least then, I wouldn't be alone. Oh, come on. I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. Okay. I'm not sure what I'm trying to solve with this puzzle, and there's not a whole lot of hints in my environment, so I guess we'll just try and figure it out. What am I trying to align it with? Is it supposed to be here? I guess so. Because if that's what you want, I think I can solve this problem. Hey, that's the book of the King in Yellow. Why is the book of the King in Yellow here? Alright then. Well, here's the thing we need for the box. Most definitely. We do not speak this name. I see. Right. So back up to Adler's room. Well, no. Well, yes. Well, no. Well, yes. Well, no. Well, yes. Don't wake up. It's bad for you. I'll have to kill you. Dying is bad. Alright, let's open this thing. Oh no. Ah, jeez. I have to go look at the star map. I do. God dang it. Don't hit me again as I leave this room. That's rude. I should really kill that thing. It's kind of in the way. Never seem to be truly dead if they get back up again. Yeah. But then I just get the enjoyment of shooting them some more. Death problems? Necromancy has the answer. Is this supposed to help me somehow? Guess not. Cool. Surely there must be some hint somewhere. I said that about the last puzzle too, and there wasn't, so. Let's brute force. I'm good at brute forcing. Nah, but there's probably a hint somewhere, right? Because he said he opened it. Huh. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe these are helpful? Not really. Damn. There's gotta be a solution to this. The patterns just repeat, so that's no help. Have we seen this somewhere? This shape? I don't think so. Yeah, there's too much brute forcing for this. Damn. I'm not sure what it would be, though. Well, we can go back and look at it. And while we're at it... Hey! Not allowed to survive. These are expensive bullets. Assuming the star is the thing at the top, like in the puzzle, I still don't really know how this helps me. I'm not being stupid, am I? Are you saying that because you figured it out and you're making fun of me now? They are moving at the same speed, yeah. Meaning it's always the same pattern. I wish it didn't spin so I could look at it straight. Yeah, that sounds about right. Really? What are you made out of? And a star, yeah. But the star couldn't be rotated, it's always at the top. That's why I'm confused. I don't remember the pattern at all from what we just saw. Not hearing any audio cues either. Damn. I'm gonna have to take a picture of that star map apparently because I can't remember the pattern. And even if even if I could, not sure if that would help. Hello, Leonin. We're stuck at another puzzle. My favorite thing ever. Oh, jeez. Should we assume that the two, like, small planets, these two, are, like, the equal mark? Is that how we should see that? I don't know. Taking a picture of this. Sorry for the noise. Damn you, all tab. I think you're wrong. What does 553 even mean? Oh, whatever. I took a picture. Hey, hey, hey. You know, I could... Alright, I'm gonna be a bit of a jerk. I'm gonna be a bit of a jerk. We're going all the way back up. I actually have a tool in-game that can help me solve this. So there's no guesswork. I remembered it just now. At least I assume I can use it. I might not be able to. Before it's in news. Probably would be. Go hang myself. Oh, that was an eyeball. I can use it here. I thought so. There we go. No cheating involved, indeed. Well, that's why I didn't remove this thing, just in case. And I can probably use it right here. So... Ha! Get dabbed on. Shrine Diary. It's 11 pages. Oh boy. Good thing I have water. I started yet another new diary. How time flies. The work is dull and monotonous as ever in Sierpinski, but a bright light illuminates my day. Today, I was invited to a meeting by Commander Falk. She was as magnificent as ever. You figured it out. Thanks. Were you guys right? I don't even know. Another day passes. During my meeting with the commander today, I felt the strangest sensation of familiarity as I sat with her. Sadly, our meeting was interrupted by an unexpected power outage. I've been feeling strangely paranoid these days. Never before have I felt so strongly the sensation of a déjà vu. Déjà vu. As I have these past few days. When I checked the pages of my diary today, I noticed that for some inexplicable reason, I seem to have dated my previous entries with today's date. What an embarrassing mistake. Oh yeah. So you have. All of them. How? How did you do that? Wait, he's still doing it. Why is my diary filled with entries I cannot recall writing? Why are they all dated to today? Has the loss of my beloved commander finally gotten to my mind? No, this is all the King in Yellow's fault. Am I going insane? I fear what will happen to me if anyone finds out. I am alone in this. If they discover my notes, I'll be decommissioned too. Something is wrong. I can feel it. Is this really madness? When I read the pages of my diary, I recall events that never happened. A yesterday that never was, yet it feels as real as the one I actually experienced. This cannot merely be a defect of my mind. It feels as though in this room I peer into another version of reality. How? It's called mist. I do not know. Perhaps I, too, have become sick like the others without realizing, but I will not succumb. A slow accumulation of reproduction errors, a gradual corruption of information, story, misremembered, slowly morphing with each retelling, like genetic material mutating and evolving, like the replica mind copied over and over from an aging template. I do not know, but I will find out. The answers lie below, I can feel it. Someone or something calls me from there, in the mine. Oh god. Did you unearth like Cthulhu? Finally got the administrator's key. We can finally go down into the mine shaft. Oops. Good news, everyone. We can go into the horrible cosmic horror basement. Aren't we lucky? He needs a CO detector, that's what he needs. And finish chapter 1. Possibly, yeah. Who knows? How am I doing on bullets? Yikes, I used a lot of bullets. That's not good. Greet chaos with a smile. You killed my comrade! Time for revenge! Sorry. That's, that is... EDF. What? Oh, I don't have enough inventory space. EDF! EDF! Am I hurt at all? Not really. EDF stream coming up. Ooh. Not really. Sorry. I'm lying. Okay. I'm not sure if I still need a flashlight, but I'm gonna bring the flashlight. You never know, right? When I play EDF with Yeti, I always have, like, the wing diver. And he always has all the units, so, like, he has a bunch of people singing and yelling with him, and I'm alone, like, ah, you know? Like, I'm going in, guys! It's pretty funny. Alright, to the mine shaft. Let's get shafted. Right there. We gotta quit the stream pretty soon because we've been going for 2 hours. Sorry, friends. Maybe we can get a jump scare in before we go. It's the mine shaft access elevator controls. If she is still alive, she's probably there. Take the elevator into the mine? No! Yeah, okay. I cannot move. Oh my god, I did it! Capital 2, Liminalitat. I know you're here. Oh, sorry. I know you're here. I've done this countless times before. You don't belong here. Nice. In the face, too. Well done. SIGNALIS. Well, so much for Adler. He ain't gonna be in rush hour 2, 3, whatever. Oh. I think it's the first time we've had an area like this, really, where it's, cameras following. That's kind of neat. Well, I hit a dead end immediately. Cool. Also, what the hell were you mining down here? That rock formation does not look natural. More like karma, right? He fell down a shaft too. I'll turn that off. I'll turn that on. I'll turn it off. Strange. It's a big open space, yet I feel more vulnerable here. I don't know why that is. Like, when you have giant pathways like this, it tends to mean there's something big coming after you. That makes me feel rather unsafe, you know? Monofilament fiber. Handle with care. Risk of death. Monofiber will effortlessly cut through limbs and equipment in an instant. Always wear protective clothing. Do not touch monofiber without proper protective gear. Only handle in brightly lit places. Are there gonna be, like, wire traps now that I'm gonna walk into and die horribly? A lot of it down here. No map data. Okay, cool. Wonderful. Oh, hey, save room. A flare gun. I get the feeling that might be the grenade launcher of this game. Alright then. Well, we're gonna quit here, but because I am a, I don't know, curious sort, I want to try this gun before we go. Let's incinerate something. It'll be something to shoot eventually. Am I gonna get attacked on this elevator? No laser sight. I'm getting like Little Big Adventure vibes, except science and deadly. 2 hours later, something to shoot. Probably. Trust me though, big corridors like this, definitely a boss coming up. Or some kind of creature you gotta flee from repeatedly. There we go. Hey. Let's see if it has an AoE potential. Oh yeah, because there's a flare. It disposes of the corpses. I get it. Wow, there's a lot of enemies down here. Nope. Or it should dispose of the corpses. Yeah, there she goes. Right, I gotta reload. So it's a one-shot kill weapon. Hey, come on, lower your shield, it's fine. Ow. Didn't actually mean it was fine. Oh no. I missed. That's a good shield you got there. Oh, pretty nice that you can permanently remove them that way. I wonder if I go back and forth, are the corpses gone? Except for the one that I didn't kill with the flare gun? No, they're still there. But we did pick up some flares that I haven't used yet that claim that if you want to properly dispose of corpses, you should burn them. Maybe it just leaves them down for longer. In any case, I think that will do it for tonight. So that's something to look forward to for next time. The goddamn mines. Well, again, I'm sorry it's only a 2-hour stream, but it's been a long day. Tired. Lame. Actually kind of hungry. Which is weird, because I had a rather large dinner. I wonder if that's an indication that I might be fat. Anyways, Jojo, you're very welcome. I hope you have a pleasant evening. Giddy Giddy Yagaki, thank you for joining in. I know you don't like horror games, so it's always nice to see you. Eunuch, good to see you too. You were kind of quiet this time, but I'm glad you were here. Hope you're doing okay. Non-Possumus, you as well. I salute you. And everyone else watching right now, thank you so much for joining me tonight. It's always my pleasure. If you're watching this on VOD, or if you're just lurking, thank you as well. I'm gonna try and see if I can get a stream in tomorrow. I know I say that sometimes. But seriously, I do want to get a stream in tomorrow because I didn't do any yesterday, and I want to get a few streams in like a week rather than like 2 or 3. I'm gonna go back to a more like active schedule, you know? It's not like I'm going anywhere until like Christmas time anyway. Plus, the 24th, we still have our stream anniversary to take care of, and I still have a good idea what to play. So anyways, guys, until then, please be good to each other, take care, and I'll see you next time. Stupid car. Good night.